Hey, hey, man, it's an exciting day today. We have brand new Mathews Phase 4 2023 bows. We're going to be shooting these guys. Not only are we going to be shooting them, we're going to be doing the sound test. The sound test, because Mathews claims these bows are the quietest and the least amount of hand shock bows they've ever put out. Is this something that they say every year? Yeah, pretty much it is. But it's something that they do. They kind of take that bar to the next level, and we want to see, is that really true? Did they really take that bar to that next level on this Phase 4? I also have the V3X33 sitting here. So I'm going to be shooting these bows side by side, apples to apples. So literally, they both have whisker biscuits, both are at 70 pounds, both at 29 inches. And we're going to be shooting the same arrow. The RIP TKO 300 weighs 426 grains. That's very important to know, because as you go in, if you go to your dealer and you go in to shoot some of these bows, make sure that they're giving you the same arrow, same weight in between bows and trying them out, because that can affect the quietness of the bow and the hand shock. So if you have a heavier arrow, it'll actually make the bow sound quieter, and it will actually make it feel less hand shock in your hand. So we want to focus on having them apples to apples and making sure that the way, just like if you were to come in and shoot, that you'd be doing here. Now, a little bit different than what we normally do, a little bit different. So usually we have our store open and we have customers and we get their interactions and we get their honest reviews. I didn't want to do that this time with the Mathews. The reason for it is because of the sound test. I'm literally standing in my hallway in the store. I've got product to the left, to the right, and I've got my testing range to the left. I'm literally shooting through the doorway. The reason for it is because this is the best way that I could see getting the sound to be able to hear the difference, okay? Getting that sound decibels. So definitely if you wear headphones, I'd put those on when you're watching this video, because we're really gonna be focusing on the sound of these bows. I'm gonna basically shoot live, and then I'm also gonna slow it down and see, hopefully I can figure that out, but hopefully we can slow it down and also see if there's any noise difference that way as well. But that way that they are all the same, all apples to apples, and we can get a true sound reading. Sorry, I don't have like a sound recording room. I don't have any of a sound decibel reading machine. So this is clean and is basically as accurate as I can make it. But first, before we go into the sound, let's touch on a little bit of the new features with this Phase 4. Biggest thing is, as you can see, stabilizers. Okay, stabilizers, axle stayed the same this year from last year, 29 and 33. Cam stayed the same. But basically, we're going to expect the same kind of feeling, the same kind of draw. So really, for this video, it's basically what is new. Basically, the biggest thing is they have, most of you probably won't see a whole lot of these, but this is the back bar system with their new bridge lock back bar. So literally, that stabilizer comes right out. Tell you what, the way that they did these weights are pretty incredible. I was pretty skeptical, honestly, on the price, because they're not cheap. These stabilizers starting at $250 for a hunting stabilizer. I can tell you though, as we've kind of played with them, the way that these weights go together, you can see why it's that expensive. I don't know if I would say it's 100% worth it, but you can see the man hours, the machining, the engineering that they put in on these stabilizers. Okay, and then also you have the one that's in the riser. So one in the riser, you take it, come in. So now these stabilizers, they offer them in an 8-inch, a 10-inch, and a 12-inch. They did away with the 6-inch this year. So there's a stabilizer there. You can see it pretty much comes all the way back to that string if you've got the 12-inch on there. But pretty unique. They are pretty lightweight. So they're machined aluminum on there. I wonder if Mathews will come out with possible carbon rod. Be like a $400, $500 stabilizer at that point. But that's where, we'll see. We'll see if they're going to go that route. The only problem is you go carbon, you might get a little bit of flex on there. Other than that, that's the stabilizers. That's really what's new. Obviously, they have the cutout there for the stabilizer is new, and then they have the new accessory as well for the stabilizers. But like I said, the biggest thing is these limbs. How these limbs are engineered. How they split apart, come apart. They have 8 limbs with that. Now, do we have some concerns? Yeah, we have some concerns with these. I'd be lying to you if not. Having 4 limbs is always fun enough already to try to figure out the limb deflections and when we're testing, and then with our top hat shimming. Now we have 8 limbs. So thank you, Mathews, on that. Hopefully this all will pan out really well. The other big kind of concern we have is the rubber in between the limbs. I don't know what the rubber is. Obviously Mathews probably hasn't found out a rubber that's not going to deteriorate over time. It's not going to get hard over time. So I would assume that maybe down the road, Mathews might offer like some of these rubber inserts to go in the limbs. Maybe not worried about it. Maybe they just want you to buy a new bow. So, but it is pretty unique to put that rubber in between. So we'll see how that does and go from there. But again, Mathews, their new stabilizing bridge lock system, pretty clean. I was pretty skeptical at first hearing about the prices and with customers. Well, I'll tell you what, people are buying it, and it is a really nice system. It really is. So without further ado, I'm going to go in there. I have 1 arrow, so I'm going to get my exercise. And the reason why I have 1 arrow is to make sure it's exactly the same weight. And I only have 1 arrow in the shop that is exactly this arrow right now. So we're going to just kind of go back and forth and do apples to apples sound test. And let's see what you think. See if you can hear the difference. So give me a second. I'm going to run down there and grab the arrow. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Have the arrow, 426 grains. Again, 70 pounds, 29 inches. This one, the new Phase 4 is right-handed. The V3X is left-handed. I can shoot both. 70 pounds is a little bit much for me, so you're going to see that on the film. I do apologize for that, but I'm doing that for the reason of the test to make sure that this is basically apples to apples on that and shooting them at that 70 pounds where the majority of you are. I do have an AC shoulder separation that happened to me years ago, so makes it kind of fun, but sacrificing my body for the reviews. So here we go. This is the Phase 4, okay, the Phase 4 33. We're going to see what this guy feels. It has that same draw, drops back into the back wall. Some people love that. A lot of people love that. Obviously, we sell a ton of these things. But shoot this guy. Listen for the sound. Okay. There's 1 shot. You go get the arrow again. All right, I'm going to do it again. Then I'll switch over to lefty for the other one. Okay, I do feel a little bit of residual as far as vibration. It does sound very, very quiet though, so I will give them that. Maybe later on we will shoot these side by side with maybe some of the Hoyts and stuff as well, kind of put them side by side with some of those bows, but do feel a little bit of vibration. I'm going to go ahead and go grab the arrow, switch over to left-handed. We're going to do the V3X 33. Steven just walked in. Hey, Steven. Again, we are closed, but Steven does work here, so he's hanging out. Well, maybe Steven can jump in and he can shoot some of these. Oh, he's grabbing his release. Here he goes. Okay, left-handed. Again, same poundage, same draw length, same arrow. Let's see here. Okay, grab the arrow. Good thing the target's only 7 yards away. I'll come back all winded. Getting our exercise here. It'd be cool having Steven here too, because we can basically stand off, and it obviously sounds different when you're not shooting, so I can see what that sounds like. So here's another one. All right. So let us know what you think down below. I can tell you from my standpoint shooting it, hate to say it, but that Phase 4 is quieter. So it definitely sounds quieter. Hand shock vibration, maybe a little bit on that Phase 4. It might be the marketing talking to me more. So, but that V3X still a great shooter. I don't know. I think it's definitely quieter. And again, I think the hand shock, I think they're real close to the same, if not the same, but maybe just a little bit better on that Phase 4. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab this last arrow, and then I'll switch over, have Steven shoot them. And that way I can step off and I can listen to it as well and go from there. Here you go, Steven.
I'm not shooting lefty.
Ah, that's true, you can shoot lefty. Well, at least we can shoot the Phase 4. So we're shooting here because this is the only thing I could find that would be best for sound.
Yeah.
So you can't really hear that target.
Yeah, that's good. So they're shooting through the doorway, so.
Cool. See what you got.
Well, my arrow, I think it's a little lighter than what I heard TJ had.
Yeah, 6 grain. Yours is 420. You just want to shoot with the same
Yeah,
arrow.
these ones are the same. This one's actually a little bit lighter. They have a little bit more.
Maybe we'll shoot
profile.
2. You can see if you have any difference there, but.
Yeah, those ones have low profile veins. So they're 415 for those there. So that Phase 433.
I mean, it still sounds like a bow going off. It's not like you don't hear it not going off, but
Still definitely quieter than some of the other bows out there for sure.
Yeah.
Grab those arrows.
Well, there you have it. There's the 2023 Phase 4 bows by Mathews. So I guess thanks, Steven, for coming in. So I came in, that worked out really well. So I was just going to kind of do this by solo mio because we wanted to make it as quiet as possible sitting in here and having that go through. But pretty cool systems. Definitely happy with it this year. I think we're gonna set up a ton of people. I'll put a ton of people with these bows this year. And
I think so.
yeah, keep them going. I think so. A lot of people I know we've been talking with have kind of been on the fence from last year, upgrading, and then I think they're going to jump into it this year and definitely get into this Phase 4 bow. So we definitely have a little bit of concerns with them, but only time will tell how that's going to work. And I've already gone over that with the limbs and the rubber and stuff. But yeah, pretty sweet.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So thanks everyone. Thanks again. So again, if you like what you see, definitely hit our subscribe button down there. We're obviously trying to build some channels up and trying to get some more videos out to you. Again, this is where we give you the most and honest, best reviews I think out there. So the honest reviews that you can get from coming in directly from a pro shop. So again, thank you again. Get out there to your local pro shops. Try these bows out today. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. So thank you. Have a good one.